Hello, welcome back. In this video we're gonna make a functional shirt, and for this I have chosen an orange fabric, a light blue zipper and a red fabric for the zipper backing. So the first thing we're gonna do is to cut all pieces, take out the pattern and cut the fabric. I'll cut stripes with a width of 3 centimeters for the zipper backing. Okay, so here's my pattern, and I will now do the usual puzzle of getting most of the fabric So this one is the front piece where the zipper is. Therefore it is doubled because it has to look well from both sides, from the outer and from the inside. Therefore I need 4 pieces here. Okay, so I marked all pieces. As you can see, I have put here the back side and the lower front here on the notch because it's double the width and I don't want to have a seam here. And the other parts are always doubled because I always need 2 of them. So I've chosen the threads and I will use this neon colored thread for the flat lock and this orange thread for the overlock for the normal seams. Yeah, and I also already folded here the zipper backings, ironed them down, and what we will do next is to prepare the zipper. So sew the zipper backings to the zipper. Okay, I will now attach the lining. For that I have made 2 marks here to line both sides up. The first thing we are gonna do is to sew this one here down a little bit. So I now line the fold up with my marking. Then turn it around. Because of the elastic nature of jersey, the jersey should always be on the side where the machine is transporting. Then we turn it around here at the top and sew again over there. If you have cut your stripes quite precisely, you can just align the back side here, or you look that the overlap here is always the same on the zipper side. Depends a little bit what is more convenient for you. And again, turn it around, line it up. The fabric, the downside where the machine is transporting. And I'm sewing here on the very edge of the zipper, because this seam should not be seen afterwards. So the real seam where we will attach the fabric of the shirt will be more in the middle of the zipper here. It's just that everything is in place properly. Okay, so we can cut the leftover. This is how it looks like. And now, last thing we're gonna do is to put also some fabric here to hide the end of the zipper. You always also take here the same fabric and you just put it like that. See where you have to sew it. So it will be a little bit higher than the end piece of the zipper here. So take care you don't sew into this metal piece here, because then your needle will be broken. Of course, sewing over the whole thing only works with plastic zippers. If you have a metal one, you shouldn't do that. Then you just sew the sides, both sides of the zipper at the same height, and then fold it and sew it again like now. Okay, so this part is ready, and we can now start with the shirt. So first thing we need to do is to attach here the front pieces to the shoulder piece, and afterwards to put in the collar. So it went out quite well, as you can see here. I didn't do it for the other part because that part is on the inside. No one sees it, makes no sense. So next we are going to attach the collar, and yeah, this is a little bit of a fiddly thing to put it like that and then around and match the other side. This is also done with the overlook. So I've again put in a few needles in there to align everything a bit. Yeah, and now we're going to sew. Done for both parts, and here I will not put a flat lock seam in there because the collar always to stand and would get too straight here and not bend enough, so it's better to not put anything in there. Yeah. So next we will sew in the zipper. Therefore I will start with the outside. So that's the side with the flat lock seam. Sew it in. We have to leave a little bit up there because we need another seam on the top of the collar, of course. Oh, yeah, you have to take care. Don't sew the wrong side. You really take the collar. That's always a little bit difficult to see sometimes. So do it like that. Sew all the way down. And what we have to do afterwards on the second side is to align the both seams, so they will be aligned if the shirt is closed. But I will show you that afterwards. This will again be done with the normal lock stitch machine. So we leave about a centimeter here for the upper seam. And now we'll try to sew in the middle of the zipper. Therefore, it is good if you have a zipper foot, makes it easier. So, first side, hope you can see it. We show it like this. Now we have to take the second side, close the zipper, and take care that the seam here is aligned properly, otherwise it will look not quite well. So what I always do is shortly put something in there, take a look that it is aligned, and then put only some stitches also on the edge again, so it won't slip anymore. And only then start sewing the whole thing. As we now have jersey fabric on both sides, it's sometimes good to lift the presser foot a little bit from time to time, so the seam will be more flat, have a better quality, not show, have no waves then in the fabric. Here at the inside, but yeah. Done for the outside. As you can see, the seams are aligned quite well, so if the shirt is closed, the zipper is closed, it will look well. Yeah, next we need to do the same for the inner part. And you see what we put in there before, the stripe here, and now I can just cut it. And yeah, and this is how the lower part looks like. Okay, so for the inner part, first seam is easy. You just align it here, put it like that. That part to sew is again on the bottom, where the machine is transporting, and go over again. Again, try to align the seams, the horizontal seams, and if you have done some curvy seam in the first part, you have now the chance to correct it. One part is finished, and now the second part is in principle the same. So if you open it, it looks like that. Looks great from both sides. The shirt is open, and what we will do next is close the upper seam of the collar. So we have to turn around everything, so this task is easy. Just close the seam. The parts are identical. Should be no great problem. If I have a little bit of space between the two seams here, it makes sense to go to the lock stitch machine again and close that gap. So I will do that. Okay, so I've just turned it around, ironed it a little bit, and as you can see, everything looks nice and clean. And if you have succeeded so far, I think you are about half finished of the whole shirt, so that's really a labor-intensive part, but it's worth it because I like it very much. The zipper backing on both sides, so it won't scratch you anywhere in the neck or wherever, and it looks much better than if you only have it on one side. And you can play around with colors a lot. Yeah, it's really nice. So what I will do next is put my label in here. That's what I always do at the front. Okay, so we will start with the front part here. Sew it together and then also put the flat lock seam onto afterwards. So I will put in a few well, looks like this now. Went quite well. And next we are going to sew the back here. First we have to align the two parts. We place the back part over the shoulder parts here, and again put in some needles. Next we are going to attach the sleeves, and therefore we take care that the markings we have put in there while cutting match. At least they should match. And this is how it looks like now. quite clean with that flat lock seams. I like it very much. If you open it on the front, you also have a very clean look. So the next step will be to close the side seams. Okay, to finish this project, we're going to sew the hemline. And to do this, I'll mark 3 centimeters from every edge. Okay, so we can call this project done.